My name is Anissa Moncrief, and I have a word for today. Mm, what is life? I feel like life can have like so many different meanings for people, or what it is, how it's supposed to be, how people believe it's supposed to be, how we're supposed to perceive it, all these little things. But how do we approach life if we don't really know the expectations or how it's supposed to be done? Like whether we're supposed to live or just be alive. And in my writing for today, um, I just did a lot of talking about if the right way is to live or to be alive, and I feel like we must live. We must live this life that was granted to us. I start off with saying, like, life comes with a lot of things, a lot of talents, a lot of jobs, excitements, love, hate, forgiveness, grudges, lessons, failures, successes, happiness, sadness, the unknown, and the known. And I feel like with a lot of that, we're constantly learning lessons, constantly learning about ourselves, constantly learning about people, constantly learning the things we like, we don't like. Just in a constant stage of growth, like a tree, constantly growing. Starting at the roots until we get to this big, natural, alive thing. And we take all of our lessons and all of our failures, all of our successes, all of our goals, all of our rewards, and we take them with us and we hold on to them until we become the biggest tree. I stated another important thing that comes with life is purpose. We sometimes think of purpose to be this thing to make us rich or to make us believe that it brings us to be this extraordinary person or live this extraordinary life or have these extraordinary and extravagant things, but I don't think that's true. I feel like our purpose in life is to live, like honestly live and not just be alive. And I am victim to that cycle. I wrote, to just be alive is to live without purpose, just allowing life to take you where it wants and you being comfortable and accepting it. With that, I use my own personal experiences to back it up. When people tell me, oh, you can do this, or you're capable of doing this, or don't give up, or don't stop doing this because I couldn't do it, or because I couldn't achieve it, or because I couldn't do this. When you have your own personal beliefs on something, or you feel as if you're capable of more, or you're capable to do other things, and you're capable to feel other things and not just be stagnant and be stuck and not be happy with life or where you're at in life. And then I also put, to live is to be intentional, to cherish and to accept the good, the great, the bad, and the terrible that comes with being human. And I feel like we try to run from that sometimes, failing or not feeling like we're doing enough to be where we're supposed to be just because social media portrays people's lifestyles and the things people do and the dreams of people with a whole bunch of money or expenses, fancy cars, fancy clothes, this and that, and traveling and blah blah blah, companies, all that good stuff. But then it's like, are those people happy? Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with those things? Do those things make you happy, or do they bring you gratification? Do they bring you what's the word? Proof, evidence that it can be done, or are you proving yourself that are you proving your life to other people that it can be done or that you are worth something? I'm not saying in a sense that's how everybody does it, but most of the time we are always proving ourselves, proving this, proving that, instead of just living, doing what we want to do, being happy with the things that we want to be happy with, and not caring how other people feel, not caring what other people think, or not taking on the pressures and the weights of other people's perception on life to change our lives. It's okay to be who you are. for myself, I used to believe my purpose was in sports because of how great it made me feel, or the attention that I received within the system. Now I'm trying to expand my life and expand my ideas and expand my passions and creativeness, and I feel stuck. I feel stuck because I just don't know what decisions to make right now or what to do in the moment, but I know everything will work out. Everything will come to me. I was watching Soul, which is like one of my favorite movies because I feel like the movie just has so much meaning and it's just very powerful. And if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't, which is okay. And in the movie, you know, it's a music teacher, Mr. Gardner, Joe Gardner, who is this, he's just so fanatic over piano and playing music, and that's his life. That's what he wants to do. So he lives every day trying to meet this expectation or live up to this thing to achieve this one single goal. And that's all that matters to him. And then he encounters 22. As we know, 22 is the soul before the life, and she doesn't, or they don't want to come experience Earth because they think it's just this bad place and it's just so negative, and they don't want to waste their time, and they're comfortable being where they're at. So for Joe was 22's guider and trying to put it on her like, oh, you're gonna do this because this is gonna be your purpose, because music and piano is my purpose, is my passion, like this is my life, this is what I'm supposed to do. But in the movie we seen Joe chasing something in his afterlife, chasing something that didn't bring him any results. Everything was blue, was sad. Like he just didn't have no fulfillment or no purpose or no passion or no drive to do anything else but to achieve this single goal that wasn't really beneficial to his life. In the movie, time goes by and Joe is asking 22 if they're ready to come experience life, and 22 is scared and they just don't know. And Joe is making it seem like he made 22 what they are because he influenced and encouraged and pushed how his passion was music and how all of this was about him and doing these things, and he was doing it for the benefit of himself, and he wasn't genuinely trying to help 22 find their purpose or find out what they want to do in life. And I just feel like it's just so important because it was the little things that caused 22 to be infatuated with life, like the pizza, the trees, the air coming out of the little thing in the floor, the excitement, the joy, the train, I mean not the train, the bus, like everything that 22 experienced was little things in life. It wasn't this big thing that was tied to them and something that they had to live up to. Like Joe, on the other hand, thinking that piano was his life. And he realized that once he had his gig and he did it and he performed, and then he was like, okay, so what's next? And she was like, we come back and do the same thing over and over again. So with that, Joe never fulfilled his true purpose. He was just chasing something he felt like would bring him the satisfaction in life, and it didn't. And he realized that that's not life. That's not what life is about. Life isn't about chasing this one thing and making it your whole identity and making it your whole existence, because you'll never get to live. You'll never get to experience anything, and you'll never be happy because you feel like you have to be this thing or this is who you are, and it's not. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. And I'm just saying that to encourage myself and grow for myself and be better for myself, because there's more to life and there's more to me, and every day I'm figuring that out, and I'm trying to constantly be intentional with these things and be intentional with how I want to live my life and how I want to express myself and what I want to do and who I want to be with, and just being confident and having that self-belief and knowing that everything's going to work out the way that it's supposed to, and everything's a lesson. So if I just constantly just continue to grow and you constantly continue to grow, everything's going to be okay. And you're going to be exactly where you're supposed to be, exactly where you know greatness can take you. It will take you there. Just have to just live. And that's my word for today. To live or to be alive. And remember, you are not the things that you do. You make the things that you do. So however you are as a person is the exact representation of everything that you're going to do and everything that you're going to be. I hope you enjoyed this message. I'll be back soon. Thanks.